Nixon, what are you doing to us? Hey guys, so today I'm going to go through the producer's blog week 3 with you. So they released more information about the raid, so I wanted to go with you step by step since they're like in depth, since there's more complications. I'm not going to look at the events, like I would mention a few things, but I'll mainly focus on the raid updates. So if we scroll down, we can see that chaos raids. So they are releasing 3 different raids: Shadow Altar, Moonlight Fortress, and Liberium Clock Tower. So it was meant to be Chaos Lubilist, but they changed it to the Liberium Clock Tower dungeon. So what we need to know about the raids. First of all, they lowered Shadow's Altar difficulty and gear requirements. So you need less gear score in order to enter Shadow Altar. So how did Nixon screw us up? We were expecting to get the legendary weapon in Shadow Altar, in Moonlight Fortress, and in Chaos, what's it called? Chaos Lubilist. But they changed everything. So in Shadow Altar, we're only gonna get headgear, gloves, shoes. In Moonlight Fortress, we're gonna get top and bottom, and in Liberium Clock Tower, we're gonna get the legendary weapon. So what's the issue? The issue is each raid requires a different weapon, because the current weapons we have from the dungeons have a certain effect in a certain raid, so the effect doesn't really work unless you're in that raid. So we're gonna go one by one explaining which weapon you need for which dungeon, which raid I mean. So Shadow Altar, the weapon we would need for Shadow Altar is the Fire Dragon weapon, because it has the effect for the Chaos Altar raid. So what I would recommend, since they have lowered the gear score for the requirements, I would recommend to get your weapon to +10. And then when we go to the Moonlight Fortress, we're gonna need the Balgor or Lubilist weapon. They're both the same weapon. It's just both of the raids, both of the dungeons drop them. Sorry, I'm mixing up between raids and dungeons, so my bad on that. So both dungeons drop them. And for Lubrium Clock Tower, we're gonna need the Beyond Link weapon. Currently in the Beyond Link, it shows that it gives the effect for Chaos Lubilist, but after November 8th they're gonna change it, so it's gonna show that it gives the effect for Lubrium Clock Tower, and that is because Nixon screwed us up. They gave us dungeon that did not reflect on the raid that they're gonna provide for us later on. So for Shadow Altar and Moonlight Fortress, we're gonna get them on November 8th. And then for Lubrium Clock Tower, we're gonna get it on November 30th. And I'm assuming that is just to help us focus on gearing up in order to do that raid. So they want us to get our full legendary set beforehand. So what else is important in this producer blog? So so dungeon limitation, let's talk a little bit about that. Basically, they're just gonna allow you to reset your cap dungeon, so if you did like 30 out of 30 in your main, you can reset it, so it will become 0 out of 30, but it's one character per account. Okay, Thanksgiving event. Okay, preparing players for Chaos Raid this week. This is important. So, as I mentioned before, we're gonna need new weapons. So, with that, it's gonna be harder for us to gain them since like we're almost at the dungeon at the raid week. So what they did is, remember how they made the 2x drop for the normal dungeon? They're extending that, but that's not important to us. They are also making it double the loot for hard dungeons. So we're gonna get double the loot. So like we can get more weapons now. So we can have better chance of better stats, and hopefully we can catch up, because they screwed us up. We have to fix it. They said, hey, let's give them 2x drop, and let's hope they are lucky and get the weapon they want and enhance it and whatnot. But it's a good thing that they actually did for us. And that's basically everything you need to know about the producer blog for week 3. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, press the like button, click subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna answer you as soon as possible. Thank you. I hope to see you next time.